Because every time you hit the like button, you are letting YouTube know that what you are seeing and hearing is edifying for you, so it can be shared with others. That's why hitting the like button is so important. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider.
So powerful when I read uh, the name of your ministry. It had to happen.
Let's welcome our host, Erica Wilson.
Great day, everyone. We're here live today with the girl, Erica Wilson, that it had to happen for our Motivational Mondays. And tonight our topic is Champions of the Game. Mom's Tailgate and Tea Time honoree we will have in the building on today. And my co-host. How about that? Let me just go ahead and bring her on in really quick. The beautiful Shant'a Nicole. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Dr. Erica. How are you this evening?
I am awesome. Can't complain. Just, like we were talking about in the green room with these hot flashes. I just tell you, boy, I don't know if there's any of you out there that's suffering from the hot flashes, but if it is, comment below that we'll like to get somebody on here to talk about these hot flashes.
Absolutely. Please give us some information. Come on, join us. Any doctors out there?
Yes. So tonight, Moms Knows it's all about being a champion of your own life and focusing on being happy with who we are, what we have, and where we're going. We're all unique and special in our own ways, and that's what makes us champions. So let's embrace our differences and celebrate our individuality. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in here with us tonight. If you find this video, if you enjoy this video, please give us the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. It will let you guys know every time we go live here at It Had to Happen. But tonight, we normally do No Bullies on Chat, but we have the beautiful Shant'a Nicole, who was one of our honorees at the Tailgate and Tea Time in Jacksonville.
Yes.
Oh, Shant'a, what do you think?
Listen, I had the most amazing time. It was breathtaking. It was such a breath of fresh air to meet you guys. And I cannot wait to tell the real story because I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know you guys. Y'all didn't know me. But it really turned out to be family.
Oh, my God. Let me ask you this. Did you have any type, were you nervous saying, I don't even know these people, but I'm going down here. I really don't know anybody not really too many people in the Jacksonville area, but what am I doing?
Listen, when I tell you that, first of all, I thought your email was a scam. I was like, she want me to come where and do what? I don't understand. And then it was like I said, NFL moms. What? No, this cannot be true. So, and prior to that, and you can tell the story, I can tell the story how you found me, but I was just like, no, this isn't true. I don't know. But then you responded again. I was like, okay, wait. I feel something with this. It's okay. So then as we talked, I was like, okay, we're gonna make this happen. And it had to happen, and it did happen.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
absolutely. You know, it's just so strange how God, like how he does things, right? We sit and we pray for some things, or we try to make some things happen. But when we try to make them happen, that's when they just fall all apart.
Oh, absolutely.
But when God is in the mix of whatever you're doing, I don't care what it is, when he's in the mix, everything has to flow properly. Everything. And I can say that night was amazing.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's not no exaggeration. It really was. I still look at the pictures and like, this was so nice. And I was here there with them. Like, you know, I just was, you know, I really was, and you guys embraced me like the first day. The first day when I got there on that Friday, and just when I hugged you, I was like, okay, I'm safe. you know, I already knew once we kept, you know, we talked a couple of times, but hugging you, I'm a hugger. So once I got there and I felt more comfortable, because like you said, I didn't know anybody really. I know one person in Jacksonville, Florida. I didn't know anybody else in Jacksonville, Florida. And I was just like, I'm going to this strange place. And then, you know, I've never like, I flew by myself once, but then to get off the plane and then try to maneuver through the airport and then get into a strange, they're going to take you to the hotel. I was like, I'm supposed to do this. It was just, but I felt like a big girl. I ain't gonna take. I said, "Whoo!" When I got back home, I was like, "Where am I going next? Let me leave the suitcase right here because I'm going again." Because that was amazing. That was truly amazing, and it just, you know, in your uncomfortable positions or your uncomfortable circumstances, God shows you to really trust him, and he's going to show you some good things if you just trust him. And baby, I trust, and I'm ready to go. I can't wait to get back on the plane.
You know what? And that's, I'm glad that you said that, because the thing is, I used to travel all the time by myself. And I was going to say, you know what? I ain't traveling nowhere by myself. And Shani, let me tell you, I ended up going all the way to London by myself. Yes, on that long flight when Alan was playing, and I was like, you know what? And I decided to go 2 days actually before the actual game. So here it is. I'm flying up there, and you know, the team. I normally stay at the hotel where they stay, but since I decided to go 2 days before, I didn't get that privilege. So I stayed probably, I want to say 25 minutes away from them. And I get there, I'm getting in this car, you know. Their cars up there is Mercedes.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, their little Ubers or whatever they call them up there is Mercedes. So I get to my hotel and I'm just like looking around. Everything is foreign. Yeah, everything is foreign. So when you said you have to put your big girl panties on, how do you do what it do in order to, because God's gonna have us to step out sometimes by ourselves, right? And not just step out, you know, flying somewhere, but he's going to sit us down in isolation. He's just going to be good to speak. You see what I'm saying? And that's where it becomes uncomfortable, because God, nobody's around me. I can't talk to anybody. I don't know anybody. But just think about it. That's what some of the best work is being done.
Come on, because you know, how was it that you found me on Instagram? And it was crazy because my phone kept buzzing and I didn't know why. Wow. And it kept on going and kept on going at work. And I work at a school. So I'm like, why is my phone? Everybody know I'm at work. My phone kept buzzing and kept buzzing. And I had put up a post because I do it every year. I have done it for the last 5 years. And I'm the ambassador for head and neck cancer. So I try to do it to encourage others to talk about their story because it's an uncomfortable story. And everybody don't have the same story no matter what journey you're on. But cancer is a thing that not a lot of people like to talk about. And when you do talk about it, or when you hear about it, I should say, you hear more about breast cancer or, you know, prostate cancer or, you know, different ones like that, just to name those. But there's so many different types of cancer. So I put up a post about my 5 year, because 5 years is like you are really praying to get to that mark. Wow. And my last visit to the oncologist My oncologist that did my surgery, my last surgery, he retired. So I had this new oncologist, and it was like uncomfortable. But he was like, you have made it to your 5 year. You don't have to come back unless you want to just be scanned and checked. But you're doing very well. You have adjusted well. We're so we're very what was the word that he used? It was like, we're excited about your progress. And it's mind blowing at where you are from what type of cancer that you had and what we thought we were going to have to do.
Wow.
And the things that we did, right? So I went through a 12.5-hour surgery, and they cut me from the back of my ear to the middle of my throat. And I told you that they thought that I wasn't going to be able to talk anymore because the cancer had gotten down to near my voice box. So they removed some lymph nodes. They removed a portion of of my tongue in the back, and then around my throat area, they cut more of that. And so the new norm for me was pushing to my 5 years. So that making the 5 year mark is simply a blessing. It's a blessing to be here because most don't look like me when they go through this type of cancer. They have face deformities. They have, or they don't make it because we're talking about the head and neck. So I put up this post, and this post went viral. Over 150,000 people interacted, and I had over, 90,000 messages in my inbox just saying that, thank God that I'm still here. Some were saying that, can I share with them what were my symptoms? And I had to put up another post to say, I can't answer everyone. And I was definitely trying my best to answer as many as I could. But I was like, I'm going to talk more about it. I'm going to answer you guys' questions because I didn't have anybody to ask these questions to. And I was afraid of, asking questions about it because I didn't think that I wanted to hear the outcomes of others or if they knew somebody that had this type of cancer. So that was the post that Dr. Erica Wilson saw, and she reached out to me along with others. But I did not think anything of it because it had been up for 2 weeks. And then after the 2 weeks was when it went viral.
Wow. And I told you, I said, I never heard, head cancer, yes, but neck cancer, no. I never heard of that. And I was so intrigued by your story and inspired just to see where you are today. And I'm just like, man, oh my God, like I have to reach out to her. And it wasn't about the no bully zone.
Right.
I will want that later. It was about your story.
Yeah.
And seeing how you're still here.
Yes.
So like you said, you're able to get up and you're speaking about it, which a lot of people don't like to speak about it because some are not strong enough to speak about it, and some are afraid maybe of what others would say. But however, your story is going to save somebody's life. Absolutely.
And all the statistics don't always go hand in hand with your story. There's always that percentile. For whatever reason in my life, I always fall in that percentile rating. And I know that it's because God thinks that I'm one of his strong ones to be able to show through me what he's all about. Because a lot of the things that they said, as far as the head and neck cancer, didn't apply to me. It didn't apply to me. So I didn't go through chemo. I didn't have to go through radiation. I did have to go through that long surgery, and I did have to learn how to suck, swallow, and breathe again. And sometimes I will still get choked because I have to make sure that I concentrate when I'm talking and when I'm drinking something or when I'm eating, because I have a larger area opening in my throat now. I had to learn how to, slow down and talk because my tongue would get tired. It still does sometimes. And that's a muscle. So, your muscles get tired. Your tongue, people probably like, your tongue gets tired. Yeah. It will actually get tired where it's pulling on my neck from where the surgery was, and my neck will start to hurt in my ear. So I have to know when it's time for me to be quiet. And so that's why sometimes I say I have to be quiet for a while because I've been straining, pulling, talking too much. And even in the hospital this is crazy. The third day in ICU, I went to a mirror and I looked in the mirror and I cried because I saw all of those things in my neck, and it just looked horrible. I mean, they put a mark on me before the surgery, and I could see that where he was telling me what he was going to do, but I didn't know what that was going to look like in the end. And on that third day, I made my way with all the tubes and things coming from my nose and my neck and like my chest area, right above my chest. And I walked to the bathroom and I looked in the mirror and I just cried. I was like, oh my God, I look crazy. Like, I don't want to look like this, but that's just the outer. I'm still here. I had to say, Shant'a, you're still in the land of the living. You're still here. You're still here for a reason. And I just had to remember that, and I had to keep listening to that. And I wasn't supposed to be talking on the phone, right? And a parent had called me. I didn't even know this parent. A parent had called me frantic, and she needed some help and information about her child. And I'm on my cell phone, laying on my bed with all these tubes running, machines going. And a doctor walked in. He said, Miss Miller, you cannot be on the phone. I was like, but she needs me. Just let me just tell her this one part. And then I'm gonna get off the phone. He said, you have to, like, your heart rate's going on. You have to get off the phone, because I had coded twice during my surgery. And he was like, you have to get off the phone. And, I was basically whispering to her, but she could hear me. She knew what was going on, but
that's not supposed to come up. Hold up.
No, that's okay. No, but I'm saying I talked to her, and I prayed this day that everything went well with her and their earth child. But I say that to say, you ever go through something, but you're still thinking about others when you're going through your darkness?
Yes, and yes. That's because of the heart that you have, right? And although you're in this situation, you're still crying out for other people. And see, you said something earlier. You said, God God know that you're one of his soldiers, his strong soldiers. You know what I'm saying? That he can use you to be a beacon of light for others, to share light for others. So it was, it happened to you, but it was happening for you. Now you're here to speak about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, when I saw that, it literally blew my, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I just began to scroll through some of your videos, and I'm just like, my God, from this to this.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So right now, people need to see living testimonies, because at the end of the day, it's like every time you turn around, that cancer spirit, I call it a spirit, that cancer spirit is trying to attack so many people, but we're going to rebuke it now in the name of Jesus. I was scrolling through Facebook today, and one of the groups that I'm in, the young lady was like, I'm going for a biopsy on tomorrow for her breast. And I just began to pray, and I was like, you know what, the blood still works. We have to continue to plead the blood over our lives, because the blood still works. We're going to take this time right now and shout out our Instagram family, our YouTube family, our Facebook family, LinkedIn. I don't know what's happening with LinkedIn, but LinkedIn is really, hey, come on, LinkedIn, tighten up. But we just want to shout out to each and every one of you for tuning in here with us tonight. We have the beautiful Shant'a Nicole, and you guys can see why I thought she would be a great fit for champions of the game. Because listen, you got to be a true champion. Understand me? To be able to walk this thing that called, Christianity. Because when you become to cross over, you begin to say, okay, God, I surrender. Use me the way that you want me to be used. You got to know we're going to be tested. Not saying that everything is bad, but just know that it's working for our good. Because had not that situation happened to you, Shant'a, this relationship would have been going. Many others, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have been able to come. And that's why they have you as an ambassador to actually speak for them, because guess what? You don't have a problem with doing so. So, hey, Brooke, great evening, Brooke. How are you? But like I said, I just really thought that you would be a great fit for Champions of the Game. So Champions of the Game is actually Mom's Tailgate and TeaTime. We're on tour, y'all. Our next stop is in Virginia. How about that? Prayerfully so, February. Guys, please do lay around. But our first stop was in my hometown, Miami. Boy, did we have a good time. And I'm telling you, Jacksonville was amazing as well. Shant'a was one of our honorees as well. panelist, y'all. She even took on a role to be a listen, you know what? And I'm gonna break this up because Shani, the singing was
yes, it
what would
was.
you say?
Tuh. Sung the roof off. The roof was gone. We had no ceiling.
It was none. You know, so I'm going to show. I don't know. You want to see one of the videos first, or you want to jump into the mom's recap? I think we should do that like in the
Yeah, in the
middle.
middle. I think we should do that in the middle.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna go ahead and go to commercial, and then we're gonna come back so y'all can see the ceiling coming off. Listen, shouts out to Hilton, Doubletree by
Yes.
Hilton, and at the Jax
Yes.
Airport. Oh my gosh, listen, man, that night was amazing. The room was beautiful. The people was beautiful. It just was a beautiful, I mean, just a great atmosphere. And Brooke, you know, thank you for coming down all the way from Ohio to hang out with us at the gala. Brooke go way back from 88 Blessings, and she always stood 10 toes down with me. And I thank you for that, Queen. Thank you so much. But we're gonna go ahead and go to commercial really quick, and we'll be right.
Come on, sister, sing that. Come on. Sing it, sister.
Oh, let me tell you, guys, listen, so sorry about that. Whew, when I say Miss Cassandra and Donnell,
Yes. Yes.
I heard them before several times.
Mhm.
I just had just to see everybody's faces was like, wait, what? And they were they are the Walmart singers. They were caught in Walmart. They did not know each other. They just so happened to be passing by each other. And he asked her, did she know this song? And they began to sing that
Listen.
song. God.
Them in the Walmart, them meeting in Walmart and just him hearing her hum and then them doing that and going viral like that, that's amazing. Like, who does that?
Oh my God. And listen, I don't even know how I found them. But like just like you, when I found them, I reached out and they called me back immediately. So guys, please do lay around because I'm going to be getting them some bookings. They're going to be getting into so many weddings. I'm talking about events or whatever it may be.
Mhm.
Definitely, you will not be disappointed. It's all me. Hi, bye, babe. It's all me. I'm not sure who that is. Do you know? Hey. Hello. But you know what? It's just so amazing to have to meet like that. And then I'm talking about, that's why I say when God is in something, even though most would say that that's secular, the secular music, but at the end of the day, just passing by. She was humming, and he heard her humming, and he just, went up to her and just began to ask her, "Hey, do you know this song?"
Uh-huh.
See everybody come around. But Shant'a, when you heard the first piece came out, what was your thoughts?
I was like, wait a minute. Because I had no idea who they were. I'm so green and stuff. I didn't know. I had
Not
never
just
heard of
who
them.
they were, but just to hear them singing.
Yeah, that part. Meaning I hadn't heard about them before.
Yeah.
And then to hear them sitting right there in the front, they right there by me. I said, the hands on my arms started to stand up. I was like, okay, y'all better sing. Yeah,
Right.
it was really sweet. Because like I said, meeting them, meeting everyone at the table that morning when we all had breakfast together, and just laughing and talking with them, and I didn't know, I didn't know anything.
Oh,
I was like, wow.
I knew. I just was saying to myself, I can't wait to see the faces of everybody when they began to sing.
Yeah.
Like, I think the two faces that stood out to me the most was one, my niece,
Uh-huh.
Takia. She was just in total awe. And then Tanika, our host.
Uh-huh.
Tanika's face was priceless. Her and my niece, those are
Uh-huh.
two that stood out the most.
Uh-huh.
And it's like they had everybody's attention.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, they did. Let's go to the second part. We're gonna go to the second part because
Come on. Sing that.
oh, but did you see my niece in the back?
Yes, looking like.
Oh my God. Hands down. They did that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We did that.
Oh,
But that was just one of the highlights of the moment. Let's jump into yours.
uh-oh.
Being though that you were new to the panel, because we had all our old people up there, our team, we had all our team up there, just Denzel was missing.
Mhm.
However, you were new to the panelists. You got up there, and how did Miss Tanika make you feel? Because I'm telling you, I just love her. She is so amazing. Like, I just love her. How did she make you feel when she was asking you the questions?
I guess one, because I'm so used to interviewing and being on a panel and news interviews and things like that, spontaneous on the spot, not knowing the people. It was okay. And then it so happened that I knew someone that she knew, and that's crazy because I'm all the way in Jacksonville, Florida, and she knew a very close friend of mine. And so it felt like, just another friend. I felt like family on the panel, and she was so amazing. She make you feel comfortable anyway. And so that was a good feeling to me to be on that panel, and it wasn't any stress or anything like that. It was easy flowing, and I felt right at home.
Man,
even though I was in a whole nother state.
but you know what? Look what you say. Even though you were there with us, not knowing anybody, but you and her shared someone that you both knew. It's just, the world is so big, but yet so small.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So moving on to the honor part.
Mm.
And the two ladies that was honored before you, which was, oh my gosh, Miss Sarah. Sarah's mom was a very big help with, she was a volunteer for 88 Blessings. And I'm telling you, she went on to be with the Lord. And I knew that I had to give her that award in honor of her mom. I'm talking about, hands down, she was amazing. And then here it is, Miss Shawnee Nicole. I'm telling you, the woman who you guys heard at the beginning suffered, or is a victor, I'm going to say that, is a victor over head and neck cancer. We have her in the building. And the Holy Spirit began to use me to speak into her life. And here she go, like a bag of water. You know, don't you make me cry. So how was that moment for you just to hear, because it's for me, I think hearing great things about me is more than money can ever buy for
Oh,
me.
absolutely.
So how was that for you hearing the great things that were said about you?
A couple of things. It's not really easy for me because I'm so used to wanting to just shine the light on other people. So, and I'm like, I'm just supposed to be doing this. It's okay. I don't need all of the this and that and the third, but it feels really good when someone does say, what they appreciate or that you're doing an amazing job and that they really appreciate what you're doing and just don't stop doing it. It does make you feel good. So, that moment to have that done by some people that I never met before in my life, that was the 24 hours that I was with you guys, and for you guys to embrace me like you did and say the things that you did and give me that honor was really an honor. And again, that is nothing that money can buy. Like, that was priceless.
Mm-hmm.
There is no dollar amount for anything like that. There was no dollar amount for the entire weekend that I had with you guys. Even for your son, for Alan, he just, very embracing. We sat and we talked and laughed and, it was just normal, a normal conversation. Yes, he's human, but you can't embrace everybody. And I just felt very good for you guys to embrace me. So I just thank you for that.
Wow. So what would you say was, outside of being honored, what would you say your highlight of the night was?
Oh my goodness, when we were able to take those dresses off, and I'm a sneakerhead. So when we was able to put our sneakers on and our jerseys, and I came out with my Parents Against Bullying jersey because I ain't have no football jersey. Just we danced and laughed and just had a good time, just fellowship. So, and again, people didn't know me. I didn't know y'all, and it was just so like a family reunion.
Right.
We just had a good time. So that was my favorite part when we was actually doing the tailgate party. When
Listen.
we were tired, okay? We were tired. But
Yeah.
that was the highlight when we were able to dress down and we came right back, and we weren't even gone long when everybody went to change their clothes.
No.
We weren't gone long at all. We came back out them gowns and dresses and tucks and suits and stuffiness and had a ball. The DJ put that music on, and that's my thing. I love music. So
Yes.
it doesn't matter where I am.
Right. And see, the thing is, last time when we had it, we had like a little room that was on the side where we could just go and switch out in our, our tailgate time clothes, right? But we actually had rooms there at the hotel. We go up, we come back down, and we have just a great time. And that what the line called again? Oh my gosh, Soul Train line.
Oh,
we
had a ball. We had a
Let
ball.
me tell you. And you know what? The thing is, when you can have a good time and then incorporate the Lord in it as well, that is not that. I know that I study the Bible, and I know the people that God used in the Bible, and I know that in the Bible they partied. And the thing is when you do things decency and in order. I felt like we had a great time, and then the Holy Spirit still moved the way that it wanted to move. But just to see that everybody was so loving, I'm talking about relationships was built, friendships was built, and it just was like everybody felt, looked as though like we knew each other for years.
Yes, it did.
Go ahead.
I would say even the before we got started and we were in the VIP room waiting to come out. It was like we were in there like the panelists. We knew each other forever. We were laughing and we prayed together first, and then we kikied and laughed, and then we came out. Just from beginning to end, I cannot express enough how it felt, how it was. It was truly a night had, and a memory that I will never forget. And I am glad for you reaching out, and I'm glad for my obedience to just say yes and just go. So yeah.
Wow. And then too, you talked about inside of the VIP room, we were all in there. Everybody was looking just as lovely as ever and handsome as ever, and you would think that that night was rehearsed.
Right.
It wasn't. It was not. And even our very first one, it wasn't. We had a couple of meetings with the second one, but however, we had no meetings with the first one. It's just all worked out because guess what? God is in it. And just to have that type of atmosphere, that type of love that was in that room, I'm telling you, man, it was just, I'm telling you, I'm in total awe. And I think every round is going to go higher. So we know that we have Virginia on the list. We're going back to Miami. We want to hit up Dallas. We want to hit up Houston and Orlando. So guys, we're on tour now. If you want to bring us to your city, please do let us know. Champions of the game is more than welcome to come and serve your city. We have a surgeon, which is Dr. B. We have a ex-pro cheerleader, which is Kelly. We have who else? We have a mental health therapist, counselor, I'm sorry, and family counselor, which is the beautiful Ebony. We have Alan, which is the former pro athlete. We have Sandra Perryman. Sandra Perryman is an NFL mom, along with myself. Then we have the beautiful Shant'a Nicole, which is now part of our group, No Bully Zone. So we come from, you know what? You see how so many gifts that we have, and we all bring them together. And guess what happens when that happens? Great things happen. You build empires that way. I just can't see what God is going to do next because he showed up like that in Jacksonville. And the thing about Jacksonville, do you know most of us that was in that building traveled? Any of us more? I mean, probably I want to say 5%, if that. But everybody that was in that building that night actually traveled. So shouts out to our platinum sponsor, UBS, Mike Hennessy. Yes. Guys, let me tell y'all something. We had the most amazing time. So what we're gonna do? And
that food.
Girl.
Somebody's grandma was in the kitchen, y'all, because that food was good. We didn't know what to expect when we saw it. We was like, but it was good.
Listen, I'm glad because I think what we picked at first was something called like a wild rice or something. So Sissy and I, we began to talk, and I'm like, Sissy, I don't know. I think we should do, the mash. You can't go wrong with mash, right? So we was like, okay, let's call, our manager who was handling it and let her know that we're gonna do the mash. But y'all, that filet mignon, that chicken, that chicken, potatoes.
I think I asked Alan if he wanted his chicken. Just kidding. We were talking about, it's good. Me and both your sons. We were like, this is good, y'all. Did y'all eat y'all chicken? I was like, It was good. It was good. It was really good. To be at a hotel, that food was good.
Yes, that food was delicious. And I was a little worried about that because I'm like, wait a minute. Because you know how sometimes hotel food could be a little off, but man, like you say, somebody's grandmother was in that kitchen. Yes. So shouts out to Hilton. I'll tell y'all, if you want to have an event and you want to have some good food, head over to the Hilton, Doubletree Hilton, Jack's Airport. Man, it was good. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna jump into the recap because I want to wait to show the actual the first part of it, which is the TeaTime. I want to wait till we have everybody here. So we're just going to look at the recap right now.
Okay.
Y'all listen. A time was had.
Yes,
and I want to shout out my little cousin, Alan Appleby. Listen, he was the photographer and he put this video together. Amazing, y'all. So amazing. And the pictures. Oh my God. I know y'all saw them on Facebook. If not, you could go over to Facebook and see the pictures, and we definitely will be uploading more. So hey, let's go on in.
That lady. Oh man, I need that video.
Why am I sitting up here? Seriously?
Listen, because that was a perfect snippet of everything that went on that night. Perfect, just snippet of that's all I can say is
Amazing.
yeah.
Amazing. And let me tell you something. He did a phenomenal job. So shouts out to you, cousin Alan Appleby. Tried to tell my head, y'all, and not my heart. His info is on my page. He do some wonderful work and he do travel. However, we also want to shout out Pagic and Pagic. I wish I had the paper right here in front of me, but I don't. Pagic and Pagic, 10K Creations, Key Lavish Events. Oh my gosh. Allen, Hurns, Midnight Trucking Express. It had to happen. I'm forgetting somebody. Oh my God. Tried to turn my head and not my heart, but all of our sponsors, let me tell you something. Your donations did wonders for us.
Yes.
And we had the most amazing time. So many lives were impacted there that night, not just by the tailgate part, but the tea time. There were so many stories that were shared, and everything lined up with the word of God. Like everybody incorporated God in their answers. And I'm telling you, when he's in it, can't anything go wrong, but just to see when Alan said, he don't want anybody putting him up here because he's human, and I think sometimes people think, and I'm going to speak about celebrities or people that's in the limelight, I really think that they think that they're not human, and some people are, most people are humble. And you said it, how he embraced you, and not just how he embraced you, it was just everybody embracing, Shant'a, I know, friend, she had fell that day and she could not make it. Still sad. I missed these. It's okay. We're coming back. Trust and believe we're coming back. And we were talking about the food, friend. Oh, maybe you should just go over to the hotel sometimes and have some dinner. Tell them to give you that chicken with the mashed potato. What was the dessert? It was green beans, wasn't it?
What? Not the dessert.
Not the dessert. I'm sorry, the vegetable. I believe it
Green
was
beans. I think so.
That was even good, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't eat cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
It was cheesecake. So I don't eat cheesecake. So did you taste it?
Yes, it was good. And I don't even have taste buds like everyone else anymore, but I could taste a little bit of it, and it was good to me.
Oh, see, I didn't, I don't eat cheesecake, but listen, I'm glad that we picked they won't let us get, I'm a chocolate girl. You just got on me about that in the green room, but I'm a chocolate girl. They was like, no, we only can have one. So I think majority rude, and the cheesecake it was, but the food, I'm telling you. And I didn't have a chance to eat probably right before I went upstairs to get to change.
Yeah.
And if I would have missed that meal, I would have been highly upset. Oh, and the thing about it is, somebody from the event actually took home a plate. I wish I would have known.
I wish I would have known. Took a plate upstairs.
Oh my God. But I just want to shout out everyone who played a part in this amazing event. I'm telling you, champions of the game, you guys rock. Tanika, you held it down. Oh my God. Tanika did the beautiful programs, y'all.
They were nice.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And amazing job. I'm definitely going to try them. Yes, try them. I'm telling you, their food is delicious. Yes, ma'am. So again, how about this, friend? When we go to Miami, how about you come on down to Miami? Guys, we are on tour right now, and we love to come to your city. If you would like to have champions of the game in your city, let us know. Hit us up at info@mothersofmotivatedsons.org. We'll love to get to your city. Next stop is in Virginia in February, God's willing. But y'all, I have to show y'all what was the highlight right here. You talk about, they saw the other two videos, friend. Listen, where they get these voices from?
Look, I don't know. The singing birds.
Woo!
The songbird.
Yes, let me just take y'all on in. Because we're right here at what time it is? 6:48. Let me go ahead and just take y'all on in because whew. Hold on, y'all. Just brace yourself. Here we go.
Right. Yeah.
That is Mr. Donnell Cross and the beautiful Cassandra Nelson, Walmart singers. Guys, if you want to go over to YouTube to look them up, they sung that very song in Walmart. They did not know each other from a can of paint. He heard her humming and he went up to her and asked her, do you know this song? And my God, great duo together, y'all. Listen, if you have an event, if you haven't know anyone that's getting married that you would like to have them to come out, please do let me know and I will get them to you and you will not be disappointed.
Yes.
So, Shani Nicole.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you're we done did the panel thing, the tea time, right? We go down and I want to know what it was like when you walked into the venue, because see, I was in there fixing up the venue, helping fix up the venue. And I normally get that wow factor too. So tell me, what was that like when you walked in there and you saw that room?
Was that wasn't the same room we were in for breakfast? No. Okay. But just being in that hotel period and then walking into that room, I felt like I was somewhere else. Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna say.
But you know what? Even the workers that worked there, they was like, we never had anything look
like that. It was beautiful.
Yeah, they were in total awe. Let me tell you something. Key Lavish events and ticket. Listen, they did they dollar. Beautiful. And you know, and I think one of the things, like, okay, I gave my highlight, but I think I have two favorite things that was in the room. The serpentine tables is where the VIP were.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
What?
Yeah.
That right there and that big chair that we took the picture.
Oh yeah. I wanted that chair to come home with me.
Listen, you know I'm trying to get it home. You know that chair, y'all, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
On the pictures didn't do any justice. It didn't do any justice. But guys, listen. That serpentine table, the old back chairs, and that big, huge chair, and then the drape, behind the panelists.
And I like the chairs they had up there too.
Yes,
nice too. They were comfortable.
Yeah. But the way Sissy did the draping, I'm talking about everything. It was just beautiful. It was just beautiful. And, you know, when you're in an environment where you're having a good time and you're dancing and things like that, and then when you got a chance to experience the Holy Spirit move, what was your thoughts?
I really knew that I was at home then, meaning that that's what I'm used to. You know, I'm used to that. I was raised by my grandmother, so it was and she was very spiritual. So it was just a reminder that, again, that I was safe, that I was in the right place, that I was obedient to my yes, and that that I knew that God had really set it all up from beginning to end, from the reaching out in the email to the conversations to flying into Jacksonville to being with you guys at that event. When that took place, I knew that it all came together. It was just like the icing on the cake, as they say. So I'm just forever grateful, and I can't thank you enough.
Oh my God, no, all praises to God. Let me tell you something. When he do his thing, I mean, we try to be as obedient as we can. You know, sometimes we could get a little out of line.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, when God is in the midst of something, you know, it can't go wrong. And, and the biggest thing for me, and this is for me, is just to see how a lot of us, well, I knew most of the people, but a lot of the people didn't know each other.
Yeah.
And just to see the way that everybody embraced and just really loved on each other was just, that was just amazing for me.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Oh my God, we're right here at the closing of our show. But Shani, tomorrow I have this amazing young man that is a third timer. He's coming back for the third time. He is a retired athlete, pro athlete, and I met him at the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he will be here with us tomorrow at 6 p.m. And I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit of his clip, Shani. And when you see his clip, I'm telling you, like, it's so touching. So this is a tearjerker. I believe I picked the right clip, so let's roll with it.
But Josh has had to face even tougher challenges.
You know, to walk in, 13-year-old kid, and to see your mom dying in front of you, I mean, what more could you really say to see that at that magnitude at 13 years old? It just put me in a whole different mindset.
Josh's mom lost her battle with ovarian cancer.
It was the worst thing, you know, the worst thing that could ever happen.
Who never did anything, and I never had no cruel intent behind it. I just mentally wasn't in a space to be able to accept it. I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to tell you, hey, I'm hurting. You know what I mean? Like, to see you kiss your son, to see you come to these games, every game, never miss a game, like, that hurts me because I could never have that. I just never knew how to speak up and say, hey, like, when I see this, I'm happy, but also hurting at the same time because I want that. You know what I mean? I want to come after a game I had a good game and hug and kiss my mom. You know, I remember a moment where I don't even think you made me cry in this moment, and I'm telling you this because we never spoke about it. What? I had got hurt. Me and Alan got hurt in the same game. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. We got hurt in the same game. I think I forget what team it was, whether it was Atlanta or whatever. We both ended up having a concussion or something like that, and my dad was at the game. Here's the thing. My dad was at the game, and I think my sister was at the game. And I went in, they brought me in. I was like kind of knocked out for a little bit. Alan got hurt, and I think he had I don't know if he had a concussion or an ankle knee problem. And I remember hearing you in the hallway crying because of what happened to him, and you wasn't aware of what was going on, that it made me cry. I cried because it's like, damn, I knew how you felt for your son to be hurt in the field, but I cried because my dad they didn't come down and check on me. And I was hurt.
You see that right there? Oh my God. This is why it's very, very imperative for us to be good people and not really give up on people just because they don't get it or they don't accept at the time. Because I remember, you know, after each game, we would go down, they have like this parent section, you know, family section, a family section. You go down and you wait for your loved ones to come out. And he used to come out, and I'm telling you, Shani, I used to always invite him to dinner because a lot of the kids wasn't from there. You know, just invite him to dinner, whatever. But he will always come out and just head straight out the door. And I never stopped asking them. And then here it is to find out on the show what he had said. I'm like, whoa, you know, you just never, ever know. Because at the end of the day, these athletes, they're not taught that, you know, mental health, you can speak about these things and you could get help. However, it's ball, you know, but these players deal with some serious issues. As you can see, you know, he saw mothers down there, not just me, other mothers down there with their children, and it was just too much for him, but no one never even knew it. The biggest thing is when Alan saw the show, he was in tears. He couldn't believe it. He didn't even know.
Wow.
So I will have him here tomorrow, guys, at 6 p.m. The Josh Evans. He say, keep it a buck, y'all. Man, I'm telling you, I'm so grateful to have him back for a third time. He actually have his own podcast too, guys. So please do come back on tomorrow to hear all about the update on Josh Evans. He is in the Jacksonville area, y'all, doing his things. So, son, if you listen in, shouts out to you. And I can't wait for you to be here on tomorrow.
Yes.
Man, so let me ask you something. You know, we do not like leaving this broadcast without offering some words of encouragement. But before you do, I would like for you guys to tell a friend, to tell their friend, to tell their friend, auntie, brother, cousin, sister, mom, to come on and show them some love tomorrow.
You know, I continuously say to push because of the fact that we're going through some times, and it's like a roller coaster. You know, when you at the top and then you see the dip coming in life, you can't see the dip, but it's just like on a roller coaster. You're going to come out of the dip, you're going to go down, and you're going to come back up. And when you come to a halt, you're going to feel relieved. So make sure that you hold on to the ride. Make sure that you, whoever it is that you pray to, make sure you continue to stay in prayer. And what I mean by push is patience, understanding, have the stability to handle your business. That means if you're not okay, ask for help, seek help, tell someone that you're not okay, let them know that you're not okay, and be open enough to get the information so that you can be okay.
Absolutely. That is such great advice, Shani. And I'll just piggyback off of that, because a lot of times we walk around holding things in, and we all know what pressure does, right? Pressure busts pipes. So anytime that you have all of that in you, excuse me, you're not speaking about it, you're going to end up exploding one day, and it's not going to be a good outcome. So it's best to get you someone or get you some people that can pray you through some things, and you can be open with them. Get you a safe space. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Get you a safe space. There are some safe spaces out here where you and that person or them people can actually pray for you and speak life back into you. And sometimes it won't even be the people that you know. Sometimes it'll be total strangers to speak life back into you. So just keep on holding on. Like she said, even if you're on the ride, hold on. Even if the ride gets stuck, just know that help is on the way. We love you guys here at It Had to Happen. No bullies on chat. Y'all know we can't do this without each and every one of you, and we're forever grateful for you all. So guys, please do meet me back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. And if you have not hit that subscribe button now, please do. It is totally free. Also hit the notification button. It will let you guys know every time we go live here at It Had to Happen. And then on Wednesday, my God, I have a young woman, the young woman who you and Rika stood in the gap for. She will be here with us on Wednesdays. Suffered at the hands of another, domestic violence, young mother of two. Lord have mercy. She will be here with us on Wednesday. And then Thursday, the beautiful Tisha Marie, makeup artist. She said, it's just be happy for yourself. That's what she said. So that's Thursday at 6 p.m. But guys, we love you here at It Had to Happen. Come on, Shani, let's send them out some virtual hugs. Oh my God. And some virtual, I'm gonna give you some hearts.
Give me some hearts, because I don't have
somebody matched my fly the other day. I don't remember who that was who gave me back hearts, girl. I was like, yes. M. Lindsay, thank you, ladies. I appreciate you both. You're so welcome. Thank you for tuning in here with us at It Had to Happen. Come back next Monday. You never know what you may get. No bullies on chat. Mothers are motivated sons. Just know that you'll be inspired either way. God bless each and every one of you. Guys, until next time, we love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.